From the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Cruise-In, it's the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show Christmas Edition. Just ahead, another guest from today's event. Konrad will have This Week in Auto History, and we'll get you updated on the stories making car news this week. Howdy. Along with Mike out of This World Mars, King Konrad DeLong, we need more Jeff Zekin, and a special guest appearance by David Ainsley, our chief engineer. There he is back there in the back. Got to kind of move the camera a little bit so we could get our new sign in, and we got a lot of things going on today. By the way, nobody even mentioned my nice haircut. I'm Don Armstrong, and glad you could join us today. All right, we're here, and we invite you to come, and we're starting to get a really nice collection. And you know, I'm kind of surprised because it's chilly outside.
No, it's cold.
It's cold and it's cloudy, but the sun is supposed to poke through just as we're going off the air.
Yep.
So,
be bright and sunshiny all afternoon.
Heitzman is saying your head's occasionally popping out from behind the pole. So wave at Jeff.
Don't get too far over to your other side.
Okay.
Scoot over towards me, Donnie.
No, that's what I don't want to do. Okay, Mr. Mars.
So we were talking about it because he came in pretty early this morning, but I found out this is a very unique truck. This is a one-owner 1977 Chevrolet. Who's got?
Could you turn that down a little bit, please? Thank you.
Yeah. 1977 one-owner Chevrolet square body that belongs to Mr. Joey Dupree here.
A 1977 original owner.
Bought it in 1976.
What, were you 12 when you bought it?
17.
You were 17 when you bought it.
Senior year in high school.
And where'd you go to high school?
Madison.
Madison High School.
James Madison here in Texas, in Houston.
Westbury High School.
Oh, okay. I worked at the fire station right across the street.
Did you?
48s for 24 years.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I lived on Ashcroft. You know where that is?
I do.
And Don started fires for
I did not start any fires, thank God. But
you are hot.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah.
Small world.
It is a small world, isn't it? Did you live in the area at the time? Did you move over there?
We lived off of Post Oak, farther south, on the other side of South Main.
Okay.
West Orem.
Okay, yeah.
My parents still live there.
Do they really?
Dad's 91, Mom's 87.
Oh my gosh!
Still in the hood.
So they heard all of the Saturday night races over at Meyer Speedway. Just walk outside.
Yeah, sure did. You could hear them in the distance.
Well, where did you buy your truck from?
AJ Foyt.
AJ Foyt on Post Oak.
In Belford.
Man, you don't get very far, do you?
No.
Yeah, AJ Foyt.
There's a Kroger store there now.
Yes, and it was originally McRoberts Chevrolet. That's before your time.
Yeah. We moved to Houston in '68. So.
Yeah. So back in the early '60s, that original dealership was McRoberts Chevrolet.
Okay.
With the kilt and all of the mix stuff. I just thought I'd throw that in
my
there.
time.
I know, thank you. Before everybody's time.
Send your comments to info@inwheeltime.com. The mix stuff.
So tell me about it. Did you pick it off the lot, or did you order it?
My dad slowed us. I had two buddies my senior year that already bought trucks.
Of course.
And I had a little grocery store job after school, and I had $2,500 that was burning my pockets. And I told Dad, I want my first car. I've been riding a motorcycle to work, to school and stuff. And he said, well, let's wait till the end of the year. They'll be wanting to get rid of those 76s. You'll get a better deal. It's killing me. Anyway, we waited till November, and we started looking. And went to like 6-7 dealerships, and nothing jumped out at me color-wise, payment-wise. Let's keep looking. We ended up at AJ Foyt, and out of all the places we went, that was the closest to home.
Yep.
We started out and then came back.
Yep.
And I could picture the salesman walking out now. What can I do for you, gentlemen? Dad's like, looking for a good deal on the 76. End of the year, y'all getting rid of them. Give us a good deal. We got a 77 in. I looked at Dad. I said, "Bull, we've been 6 deals. Ain't nobody had a 77. Well, we just got it 3 days ago. We didn't even put it on the front lot yet. It's in the back. Let's go look."
Was there any difference between a 76 and a 77?
Just the color.
That's all.
Mainly.
Yeah.
And it came with big off-road tire. It looked 4-wheel drive, even though it wasn't. So that's the reason for one of the roll bar that I have on it now. But it was 6,100 drive out. I put my 2,500 down. Back then, you only finance a car for 3 years, and my payments were $92 a month.
Oh my gosh!
You can't get one out of the junkyard for that.
That was a lot of money back then, though.
I know it was.
I mean, $100 a month. I'm like, oh, what did I get myself into?
My first Corvette was a '77 that I ordered, and it was $1,100. 11,000. Sorry, 11,000. I believe that's what the sticker was on it, and of course I paid the sticker price for it. But yeah, so we have that in common. We both bought 77s with no horsepower. Does it have the original motor in it?
Oh no, this third motor.
Third motor.
Third motor.
How many miles are on it?
206,000. Oh wow!
But that's just on the odometer.
But you need to ask him about that motor.
Yeah.
Well, please.
Third motor's the first big block, and I always wanted a big block. I was fixing to retire from the Houston Fire Department, and so I got with my mechanic, and I said, I want a big block. And so he says, Shafroff.
Who? Shafroff.
Never heard of Shafroff.
No.
He's the Lingenfelter on the East Coast, up in New York.
Okay.
And nothing but bad.
Bad to the bone motors.
To the bone motors. You look at his website, it's like, holy cow.
How many cubic inches?
540.
540.
Yeah.
That's bad, all right.
It's a big
I mean,
block.
if you're going to go big, go big.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
And this is the street version of his 540 race engine, made 700 horse on pump gas.
Oh, my gosh.
They built it, dynoed it, crated it, and shipped it down to Texas from New York.
And you bought it?
I bought it.
And
he said, 2-year warranty. He said, get out there and tear it up. And I have for, it'll be 11 years old next month.
Wow, really?
No problems whatsoever. I think I've adjusted the valves twice. I just put a set of valve cover gaskets on it like 6 months ago.
Seriously? So you drive it a
good.
lot?
Oh, it's a weekend toy, yeah. Get
Very
6
cool.
miles to the gallon.
6? Oh, my
With a tailwind going downhill.
Oh, my God. 6 miles to the
Carbureted or fuel injected?
Carbureted, yeah. The other, like I said, it's third motor, and the other two were carbureted. I said, what the heck?
How big's the carburetor?
1050.
10.
It's huge.
I was just going to say.
It's like a bucket.
It's like shower head.
It's 6 gas stations to the mile is what it
something
is.
like that, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Runs great.
But look how much he's smiling talking about it.
Well, I know. Yeah, as his pockets drain. Yeah. How was? Did you drive it when we were having $5 a gallon gas?
I did. 569, I think was the. Oh gosh, it was terrible.
Yeah. And
anything over 4 gallons, $4 a gallon, that really starts hurting.
Does it have a 20-gallon tank in it?
20-gallon tank.
20-gallon tank.
Fuel cell. Yeah, I had the gas tanks were on each side. The saddle tanks were on each side of the bed, and they drew the fuel out of the front of the tank next to the cab. So with 700 horse, you put your foot in it, that gas goes to the back.
Yeah.
And by top end of second gear, I'm spitting and sputtering and hollering. Give me some gas. Give me some gas. I spent all that money. It runs like crap.
So you still had a mechanical fuel pump on it?
Yeah. So
have you changed it over to an electric pump? Yeah. You don't have that problem anymore.
Not anymore.
But what is the pump about the size of the 540 cubic inch engine?
Well, he worked for the fire department. Pump size doesn't matter.
And he can get hoses all day long.
There you go. Big fat hose.
Yeah. And so you got a fuel cell. Where is the fuel cell? Is it
in the bed by the tailgate? And I get a lot of funny looks at the gas station. I popped it. And I have it's polished aluminum, so it looks pretty. I put a fender cover over it, and I'm back there getting gas.
Right.
And
now is it flush
what
with
are
the
you doing?
bed?
No.
It just sticks.
Yeah.
I
didn't bother.
That way, when the wheelie bars make contact, it's good to go.
Yeah.
No
all the sparks back there.
Yeah, spark it up.
So have we done any suspension work to that thing?
Quite a bit.
Have you?
Because all the torque from the motor, it was acting stupid.
I was going to say
a quarter mile and stuff.
Not a grommets.
So have you had it to the track? How fast is it?
11:95 is my best time.
Wow.
It weighs 4,300 pounds without me in it. So, once it gets going.
The street tires?
Hang
Those
on.
street tires you got on it?
Yeah.
He's got some big meat on it.
I didn't buy it. I didn't build it to race it, but I mean.
You did. I didn't build it to race it. That's why I've got this ginormous 700 horsepower motor under the head.
Exactly.
And 55-gallon tires, 55-gallon barrel
And going along
tires.
with that same idea that he didn't build it to race it, let's talk about your shifter for your transmission.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's my
what kind of transmission have you got on it?
It's a 4L80.
So you got overdrive.
Built 480. Yeah, it's bad to the bone to hold up to the horsepower.
And you put it. It's an automatic.
Automatic.
And so why did you not want to shift it yourself? Bad knees?
No, just easier.
You didn't want to
been
jack
automatic
with it.
the whole but
But go ahead, tell them.
I took the shifter off the column 20-something years ago
and
put a B&M and had it for 20 years. And then like 2 years ago, I was surfing the internet, hot rod stuff, and I ran across this guy in California, killed this machine that builds lightning rods.
Yes.
Shifters. It's a
old school lightning rods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, I've got to have that.
just looking at the parking lot. You've been to Coffee and Chrome, haven't you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's where I noticed your truck. Okay, yeah.
Been there numerous times.
I know the truck. Yeah.
And so wheeled and dealed with him and bought it and pulled the B&M out, threw that in, and it's a conversation piece.
I was just going to say because you never see those anymore.
Yeah.
Lightning rod.
Looks like an old school pro stocker.
Yeah, it does.
It's got 4 knobs, first, second, third, fourth. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Manually shifting an automatic transmission. It is beefed up to take it.
How fun.
It is. It is different.
And lightning rods were standard equipment in the 83 and 84 Oldsmobile Hurst Olds.
Seriously? I did not know that. Of course, you would.
3 rods.
Something you might see in a Nova or Camaro or something like that at the track, but in a truck on the street, it's like, holy cow.
Yeah, because you look at that, you think, oh, well, it's manual transmission.
I call it anti-theft.
There's that. Yeah, who knows how to run?
You can't steal it if you can't drive it.
That's right.
So you have family members that drive it? You got a wife that drives it or anything? Or?
My wife hadn't sat in that truck in 5 years probably.
Wow.
In fact, I ordered that motor with air conditioning so she would come to stuff like this with me. And
No.
It don't happen.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
So it's got a serpentine accessory drive on it.
Correct.
That is built for AC.
Yeah.
Does it have AC on it?
Yes. And it never gets used.
I
don't even use it. I mean, I got a sunroof in the truck. That was one of the steering wheel that's on it, the sunroof, and the roll bar are the first 3 things I bought for it, probably 1978, right after I had the truck. And they're all 3 still on there.
Were you one of those guys that, when you were on duty, 3 or 4 days at a time, out there washing his truck and stuff like that?
It got washed more at the fire station than it did at home. Use their water, not mine.
Yeah, exactly. How fun. How is retirement? How long have you been retired now?
11 years.
Seriously, 11 years.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. In fact, Charlie, guy you just talked to with the 41, he's a retired firefighter also.
I didn't know that.
He and I.
When I cover
a lot of shows
when
together.
I cover fires, I'm always so impressed with the Houston Fire Department. I don't know what you think of the Houston Fire Department, but I tell you what, they've got a training program over there that is really awesome.
Top notch.
Yeah, top notch. And when they go fight fires, it doesn't matter if it's a house fire with cut a hole in the roof or it's some massive structure fire. Those guys know what they're doing.
They do.
And it's truly amazing to watch that. So, at any rate. Well, this has been a great conversation. I was going to say, I think that you'd have a really good time on the Hot Rod Power Tour of Texas. But boy, I'll tell you what,
float alone.
I just got to say,
you'll have to keep up.
Well, the keeping up wouldn't be the problem. It would be the gas stops.
That's what I mean. Keep up because he's going to have to stop and get gas more often.
I live here in Katy, and I went to a car show in Galveston one time, and it took 3 tanks.
What?
Oh my God!
3 20-gallon tanks to get there and back.
I think his next modification should be that 862 thing that GM tried.
Yeah.
No.
It's Cadillac
well, the 4L80 probably helped.
Oh, it helps a lot. Yeah. I can 65 on the freeway. I'm turning like 2,400 RPM.
Well, if you need to start a GoFundMe or something for it's coming up in the spring, so you can start a GoFundMe and then have.
That's
money
right.
For gas.
Or what is your daily driver? What kind of car do you have?
96 Impala.
A 96 Impala. And you know what? It is just prime ready for a trailer hitch. Hook up the trailer, put the truck on the back of it, and go for it.
There you go.
I got an answer for everything.
The truck's more fun to drive.
Yeah, I've never put her under the trailer queen category.
That's good. That's good. I did the trailer queen thing for a couple of years and wound up selling the car. That was just not a good move.
You kept the queen.
The B&M shifter.
Kept the queen.
The B&M shifter I took out of the truck when I put the lightning rods. I put it in the Impala.
Did you? Yeah. He's got a 96 Impala.
I bought it in 2000, so I've had it 22 years, and I've had the truck 46. So.
Now, do you do all this work yourself?
A lot of it.
Yeah.
I have a mechanic buddy of mine. We grew up together since elementary school, and he's helped me quite a bit. And when I wasn't at the fire station, I could help him.
What elementary school did you go to?
Windsor Village.
That's a long haul.
From here, yeah.
Well, from where Madison High School.
Yeah.
In that area.
Yeah. We live right around the corner from, well, my parents still do, around the corner from Windsor Village.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to Dowling, Dick Dowling, Junior High in Madison.
Wow. Well, we were close.
Yeah.
Because it was Andy Anderson.
Across the tracks.
Andy Anderson, and there was also Albert Sidney Johnston Junior High School at the time. It's not that anymore. And Wasteberry.
Wasteberry.
Yeah, Wasteberry.
With Wally Wastow.
Yep, that's it. It's great to talk to you. Great to meet you.
Yeah, good to be here.
You know, I'm surprised that we haven't actually crossed paths at Chrome and Coffee because Craig's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And so we'll see you there next month.
Yeah, and I've seen his truck there many times. Yeah.
Well, now that we know each other.
So if you need anything re-chromed, see Bierman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do some pretty good work.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Well, it's great to talk to you. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Sure.
And hang out. Get you some coffee. They got coffee and stuff in there.
I ain't got my breakfast yet.
Okay.
I'll go get that.
All right. Great talking to you. Thanks again. Appreciate it. All right. We have other things.